Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Wednesday afternoon, March 26th call. And guess what? First quarter of the year is already gone by. And today is the last Wednesday of March and the third quarter. And we've been doing things every week that will help you progress in your building your business with PBS and Triple R 247 and showing you how to edit your pages and use rank math and how to use different programs to get the results you want, like Chat GPT, different AI programs. Today, we're going to continue with that because recently, and on Saturdays, Rory's been making pages and he has been posting ads. So to familiarize yourself more with posting ads on any of the social media. Today, we're picking one, and that is Pinterest. And Raymond is going to tell you more about how to make a Pinterest business account. Okay. So we appreciate him today and telling us that, and it's all yours, Raymond.
Thank you, Tom, and welcome everybody. I do have a video that I will be sharing. Let the video do the talking. About 7-8 weeks ago, I hosted a Friday night meeting, and this is one of those presentations.
Excellent.
Is go over social media, and the focus is going to be Pinterest business account. And I did a lot of research on this, and at the end I'll explain to you why I kind of picked this platform. But basically, anybody that has done anything on this, it could have been personal, which is crafts, recipes, anything like that. And they also have a business. And with the business account, the two are similar. All right, you create pins on a board that you choose. All right, whatever it might be. In our case, it's going to be the PBS. All right. And the thing of it is, the business account has everything that the, of course, personal account has, but includes some additional helpful features to business owners and marketers, which are all of us. All right, so the features include, for the business platform, is the Business Hub, which is almost like a back door, and of course, analytics to your pins. And I will show you exactly what good that is to people. All right. As I said, I did some research, and this was one of the important reasons why I came here is because you don't need followers. All right. It's more about having searchability and being discovered and being visible. And you're basically going to do that by using keywords. All right, so what's the intent of using this platform? All right, you want to provide opportunities for your PBS. All right, you're going to engage with an audience, and hopefully you're going to engage with your audience. All right, and you're going to do that by sharing the content on your PBS. All right, and basically you could look at it as your boards are going to be your categories, and your pins are going to be your pages. All right. Now, there is a cost when you do some of the features, and that's the ability to run advertising campaigns. I didn't look into this, of course. I maybe in the middle of the year I might, but just to see what it's about. But as far as in the beginning, that would be no. All right, and you're going to do this to build brand awareness. You always hear Rory talking about the Golden Arches. You don't have to know the name of the eating facility. You know, just by fact that it's McDonald's. And that's global. That's what the Golden Arches mean. All right, and so it's just a measure of how well consumers recognize your brand, all right? Could be a logo, could be a particular name, could be products that you're going to be promoting on your website. In this case, I could think of immediately is Vela Vita with the new products that we have, all right? A lot of people are going to be familiar with those, and they couldn't get them in the U.S., and now they're able to through our site. All right, so how can you build your brand awareness? First thing you want to do is create an attractive Pinterest profile. And I'm going to be showing you the sites that I've done so you have a little idea of what I'm talking about. Of course, you want to create and share the quality pins that you're going to create. Once again, these are going to be based on the pages in your PBS. And the other thing is to share content of other profiles and people. And these are basically other pins that you can share and follow. All right. As Rory always says, you always want to join boards and groups. All right. And better yet, start your own board. All right. So how do you start? Well, most people probably have a personal account, which they might have used for some of their hobbies. And you can convert that over to a business account. But I suggest, after I looked at it, is to keep a business account. And if you don't have one, then you could just create one. All right. And so in creating a business account, one of the things they're going to ask you is the business name. The business name I entered was the name of my PBS. All right. The website, of course, is your 4 or 5 character URL, which is going to help you link your actual profile to your business. And of course, the business type. All right. There's a series of about 7 or 8 types. All right. I chose content creator. All right, profile setup. This one here I did not do. Whatever, I think I got the logo with my initial, but and I might do this later on, but I did not upload any type of business logo or image that represents my brand. All right, business description, and this is a very important piece that you need to kind of examine where you want to take your PBS, because I looked over many of these descriptions in a lot of pins, and some of them are very good, and most of them are very poor. They're very small, and it doesn't describe of what their business is all about. All right, and of course, you want to do this to include keywords, and you want people to find your business, and that's even going to be your pages. All right, contact information is for people who have products and services that they want to market. All right, I did not go into this at the moment. I don't think I ever going to be buying products and selling them in Pinterest or any other platform, but some people might. All right, one of the most important things, and I don't know if people do this or not, I have done quite a bit, especially when I'm advertising, and that's to read the terms and conditions. I could tell you on the ad sites, I must have probably read 5 or 6 different ones, and they all seem to be a copy of each other. And, they might be 6 or 7 pages long, but For some reason, I'm always in the habit of reading terms and conditions. And so I advise you at least to do that. They recommend, it's optional, to do a Pinterest tag, which I did not. I did not enrich any pins. All right, that's also optional. The one thing I did do is add the business tools. All right, so after you create your account, they're going to guide you to set up these tools. And the tools are, of course, Ad Manager, and this is really for promoting pins, which again is a cost. But the part that we really want is to look at the analytics. Go see how your pins are being followed, or there are clicks on it, or there are people going to your website. All right. That's what basically you want to know. All right, like I say, there's no cost. We like the word free, all right, for a business account. Setting up and using the account, including features like creating pins, adding boards, and assessing the analytics is free. All right, there is a cost to promote your pins. So when you're actually in your hub, you need to be careful because some of these that you could click on will actually be taking you to these paid features. And I'm pretty sure you got to set up an account so they can get paid, but that's the one thing you don't want to do. Don't set up any type of account so you won't, if you happen to click on some of these things by mistake, you're not charged. All right, one of the most important features they have is the follow feature. All right, and what are you going to use this for? Of course, is to increase visibility. By following pins, especially those relevant to your niche, like I say, as many pages as you got in your PBS, that's how many niches you're going to have. But you're able to stay up on trends, gather inspiration, take a look at some of the sites might have a little bit better inspiration than you are actually writing on your PBS. All right. And you want to engage with content, which is basically supposed to be in that part of the industry that you're trying to promote. And of course, all of this increases your profile's activity. All right. Another thing you want to do is to be followed. All right, when users follow your pins, your content's more likely to be in their home feed. And when you're in their home feed, it's like having your own home feed. There's a lot more people able to be having your PBS seen by a wider audience. Or not so much your PBS, but your pages that you are pinning. All right, more followers you have, the more consistent the content will appear. All right, so if you do follow, it's going to be better engagement. You're going to have growth and be able to be discovered more visually. You're going to have strategic insights by reading other profiles of pins, community building, and of course, indirectly is going to be SEO benefits. All right, and by that I mean, in order to rank in Google, basically right now, what we're doing is those that are using social media will rank a little, and by placing ads. The more ads you place and the more people you can get to come to your sites, of course, the more Google sees that and they'll rank you higher. All right, this here with the research I've done is why I picked Pinterest compared to the other social medias. And this is just the start. Like I say, I did a lot of, I guess, social media maybe a year ago or something. I kind of got away from it, did a little, things in some in X posts, but actually none in Pinterest. That's why I set up the business account. But I got very interested in these backlinks. All right. And search engines consider backlinks the cornerstone of authority and credibility. All right. And this is going to be for your PBS. All right. And, I kind of take it as these are votes from other websites, meaning they clicked on your site. There was some good information, some valuable and useful information. And what they do is they take your website or your page that they have the information that they looked at, and they put it into their website. And in addition, they would say, for more information, go to this link, which would be hopefully your PBS. All right. When search engines see that, all right, once again, they consider it valuable, credible, and useful. All right. And when they see that, this is where your site receives the higher ranking in Google and, of course, in any alternative search engines. So basically, this is the slides for this part. Oops. What I want to go over now is to go into the business account on this platform. So when you log in, of course, and you're signed in and you do have the account, it takes you to this business hub. And as you can see, this is like a dashboard. It's telling you, this is the name of my site, this is my image, this is the name of my business, Incredible Online Finds. Move that out of the way. All right, here's the analytical part of it. All right, I created 2 pins, and unfortunately, I wanted to do more, but based on everything that's going on with the PBS nowadays, it's I'm kind of stretched for time. But it basically tells you the analytics of each pin. So I created one for PBS, work from home, and the other for Vela Vita, health and fitness. And I done these probably in the beginning of January. All right. And as you can see, I just created this one pin. I might have followed one person, maybe 2. And already these already, and that's all I've done. I probably haven't touched it in a week and a half. But, these are the impressions. These are the engagements of each of those pins. So let's go over. That's the name. That's one of the things you're going to fill out. This here is claims. All right. So this is the URL, of course. I will not claim it because from what I was reading, when you claim, what they're going to ask you is to put some verbiage into your PBS. And that's not what I want to do. All right. I'm sure Matt's having enough problems getting everybody set up without going in and having something screw up because you added some wording in there. And of course, this is my content creator. If you click on that question mark, it will bring up to say, here's, describe your business. And it's telling you online merchant, if you're, selling something, that's what you would do. All right. Consumer goods, beverages, electronics, service providers, interior design services, studios. This is what I selected, content creator. This is blogging, of course, celebrities and public figures, which I am not yet anyway. Publishers and media agencies, and of course anything that doesn't match this. But kind of sure we're all going to fall under the content creator. Oh, what happened there? Sorry about that, folks. All right, so one of the things, there's a couple of ways you can actually do this, and there's several ways of creating pins once you're in here. But basically, we want to view analytics, which is right here. All right. And you select your range. Since I've only been here since the beginning of the year, so it's going from December 26th to the 25th. And I'm selecting all pins, which is only 2 of them, the 2 that I have. So the impressions. This is the number of times your pins were on a screen. All right. Engagements. Number of engagements on your pins, which means somebody did clicks and saves. All right, that's not too bad for being in here, a little less than 3 weeks. Outbound clicks, these are clicks to your destination or your PBS associated with your pin. All right, so once again, this is another way of, we could say, placing ads, another way of doing V-marketing. You're getting people to come to your clicking on your PBS. And of course, I got 1 save and 1 engaged. All right. And that's probably all the same person. And he got a graft. But you can actually click on this. So it's telling you my board is work from home. All right, this is an image. The thing with images that you're going to select for your pin seem to be pretty important. All right. On my other pin that I made, I used one of my memes, but this one here, I kind of was intrigued with this, woman on a motorcycle stopping to what I say is doing her work. That's why I put this. I took this image off the internet and I added this wording in here, work anywhere you want, which is exactly what our PBS is, work anywhere you want. All right. The other thing that you have is when people see this and they either visit your site or they just look at this and they just come back and they want to add a comment, all right, they could do that here. All right, and there's a couple more places that they can do this with the same thing. All right, so if you do a search, all right, let's say, well, let's do this work from home. All right, and you can select your pins, which is going to have your pin, and some of the results of the pins I have. So what I'm doing here is doing one of the most important things that I did mention in the slides. If you're going to do this and you want to be serious about it, you absolutely got to follow boards that are following your niche that you selected, and you want to comment. And the comment shouldn't be just 1 or 2 sentences. It should be a good-sized paragraph. So when somebody's reading comments on their own pin, they're intrigued to look at your site just to say, who is this person? All right. And of course, the description. All right. So how you going to follow? When you select your pins and you select, my pin, these are the other pins that you can look at. And I'm thinking I selected this pin, yes. All right, so I took this pin and I visited the site. All right, so here's here's a description which doesn't really say much. All right, need a job with flexible schedules where you can set your own hours. Check out the list of work from home ideas. That probably could have been a little bit better to draw more of a crowd in. But they do have 16 comments here, and I'm going to show you. This is why you make a comment. And this is why you make a comment like this. All right? And I'm going to read this. So here's my business name, of course. And I wrote, love this. I've been looking for flexible work from home options, and this list is perfect. The post is super helpful in making it seem more doable. So refreshing to see many opportunities that don't require a set schedule. Definitely saving this for when I'm ready to dive in. Anyone here tried these jobs before? So now I'm trying to draw people to comment on what I am asking so they could come to my site. All right, I'd love to hear your experiences. So that's how I'm trying to drive people in, and tips on how to get started. Thanks for sharing such a great resource. All right, now, of course, am I looking for something? No, I already have a PBS that consumes all my time that I have. But compared to the rest of these, you can see the difference of, what people write. And when people read comments, they just say, oh, okay, that's nice and nice. But when they read that, I think there's a chance of them coming back and saying, hey, let me go to his site and let me follow him. All right. And of course, you can add a comment right here. You can go into their website. And I'm probably not going to have enough time today because I do want to do some other things. But I will show you how I actually follow people and how I'm going to show you a little how you want to select people to visit. All right. But how you're going to write this, a comment like I did. All right. So one of the things I said, you want to go down. This is my work from home niche. All right. And you want to look at all the pins, which is why you came up and you did a search on all pins. All right. And you're going to go down the list here. So the ones to stay away from are the ones that are sponsored, like Etsy and Target. And, I don't know if they have people that respond to these, but I think they're just a waste of your time. You want to go down to, like here, 10 legitimate work from home, money tips for moms. All right. Well, that seems to be a good one. Let's see. All right. So 10 high-paying work-from-home companies you don't know about. Let's see what they say. Oh, okay, they say a little bit more. All right. 10 legitimate work-from-home companies make money from home. They are hiring now. If you're looking for a way to make money at home, don't wait to hassle and start your own business. Working for a company can be a great option. Plus, you can check out benefits these online jobs come with. Side hustles, work online, make money online, companies hire work from home, etc., etc. All right, so the first thing you want to do, of course, is you want to get this person's attention, and you do want to make a comment. But more than that, you want to visit the site. All right, now, depending on your time, you can actually read the site and go through it. All right, try to pick out some of the important things, because some of these websites are fairly long and they do have a lot of links. All right, and we'll zip down to my Internet's going a little slow here. When you get down to the bottom of these things, well, I couldn't get down there. My internet's fading out on me here. But when you go to the bottom, there is also another place where you can add a comment. All right. So probably at a future date on these Friday meetings, I will show you how to, or at least how I go down and I make a comment. All right. But here's the goal. And here's your goal if you get into this. You want to bring people to your website. In order to do that, if you were in a business that you had products and you wanted to draw people to your site, you should probably every day follow 5 to 10 links or pins and comment and follow them. All right. And of course, with the idea of, everything we're doing in this business right now, I think I will probably get one a week, at least do one a week on the 2 pins I have. All right. And, do my comment, go in their site, do my comments. All right. Follow them. All right. And of course, if you want to save this to your board, this is what you're going to do is just hit the save. And then you select which one you want. All right. Because, like you said, you're going to have a lot of boards, all right, because they're going to be categories from your PBS. So you want to select which one, all right, and then you say, well, it saved it. So what I wanted to show you was the importance of when you sign up, you're going to create a description like I mentioned. All right, and here's the description that I wrote, which is compared to some of these fairly long. Hello, friends. When I retired, all right now, just by those couple words, it's telling people, hey, I'm retired. All right. And I'm going back and I'm saying, well, I got projects and hobbies. Okay, that's what you do on Pinterest for my daily agenda. And I'm telling, if anybody's going to retire, you better have more projects and hobbies included in the ones that you already have. All right. I myself, when I retired, I did stained glass. All right. And what am I getting out of this? Well, eventually I'm going to get a page on my PBS about the stained glass works that I have done, and that's going to draw a different crowd. It's going to draw people who are looking at stained glass, and I'm going to be in there, and I'm going to be showing them my PBS. All right, and of course, this is what's drawing them to my website. All right, so I come back here and I say, I added these 2 things to the chores of home ownership. And then I added passion to my Jaguar V12. All right. I'm drawing in interest for people who are car enthusiasts. All right. And boating. Now, this there I had to change because I did give up my boat this year. And as I put down, I sadly let go of my boating, but that leaves me more time to grow my website. All right. And then I follow up with and help others who have interest in independent ownership. So once again, if somebody reads this description, which most people do, all right, they're going to say, hey, wait a minute, this guy's retired, he's got a website, and he's helping people. Geez, I need to check him out, all right? And of course, I just come back and say, hey, I'm still doing stained glass. Because I told you I gave up my boating, but I'm still doing stained glass. All right, so that's the type of description that you want to actually do. All right. And this is on your business. All right. That has nothing to do with the pins. This will be displayed on all your pins that you create. You can go over this. It's the same thing. You know, this is going to be your board. All right, this is your pin, which is the biohacking. This one here, it's got 1s65.com. But here's, you know, some of the neat things. Click on this. Whoops, don't want to do that. Is a website. It's going to take me to my PBS Health and Fitness. All right, if you're actually on your pin, all right. And of course, you could see, you know, what I just went over. All right, that's what I have for this.
That's
Is
awesome.
there any questions on here? Now, the one thing I realize, new people, of course, this is something that you could do in the future. But anybody that is doing social media and you really haven't set up business accounts, this is one that is fairly easy. It needs time. You got to take time to follow people, read through their, you know, web page and stuff. I will show you exactly how I do it to make it easy on myself, so I can possibly go through a couple a week instead of just one or maybe two, because you know, I mean, I'm going to be creating a lot of pins from a lot of pages that I have. All right, and of course a lot of boards. And so that's what makes this business account good, because you can actually monitor the analytics of what people are doing for you. Okay, that's all I have. Is there any questions?
Thanks, Ray. It was really good and useful information. I haven't had anybody do a presentation and walk you through the details like that, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you.
That's fantastic. It's not as scary as I thought it was. Thank you.
No,
Thank
and
you.
you know, I'm asking for questions, but I really don't know much because I just started this. So, you know, but the whole idea here is it is easy. And, you know, when I get the chance, and I'll talk it over with Lori in one of these Fridays, you know, soon, you know, to go over the following of people and, you know, making comments so, you know, they can come and take a look at your site.
The best thing I like about it, Ray, is you don't have to have followers. That takes off the stress of, you know, getting followers. I like that part of it.
Yeah, well, first of all, I did have that particular site, and it was intermixed between other sites. So I'm working with Pinterest now to get that all straightened out, which I think is moving like a snail. But once I do that, the intent was to show you how you follow people and how quickly I do that by using AI. All right. So, you know, to be looking through all those pins is quite a bit. But to, you know, in the beginning, you're just going to just go down a line and select almost anything you see that's not, you know, sponsored. and then you use it. And of course, I don't have no time to be checking everybody's website out and going through it. So I use AI to do that for me. I use AI to write a little paragraph. All right, depends on how you word it. And you put that in the description and you follow. And those people will come back and follow. If they like what they see, they will follow you. So it depends on how somebody's really paying attention to their sites also. All right. But professionally, it's just what I said. If you want people to follow you, and when you get into this and you have many, many pins, it's going to be you follow 4 or 5 a day. All right. And you build up a big audience. All right. And as you see, I mean, just 2 little pins that I had, how many engagements there. All right. And engagements are what, impressions are your pin flashed across somebody's screen. All right. But the engagements are what you're looking at, because these are people who actually saved yours, maybe clicked on it and went to your website, or maybe following. So that's what you want. So you can imagine if, you got 100 pins or a couple hundred pages, and you got all those people looking at that, I would kind of think you have a lot of traffic going to your site, which is basically what you want. So once I get it straightened out, I will write up something and do another presentation on this. And you can see how easy it's going to be by following people, and hopefully people following you.
I was
Ray, what
noticing
does
when
it-
you were showing it to us that on a lot of the posts, like what I was talking about last week about the numbers in the title, did you notice that? 10, one was 10 something or other, another one was 20, 55, different numbers, and the power words they were using in their actual post titles. So you see they're everywhere. People are smart and they're getting to use all of those to draw attention to the people. FYI. Tanika? Okay, is there anything, I'm going to stop the recording now, and we can continue asking questions if you have other questions. Thank you all for coming. It's getting better every week. We appreciate it. Hope you're learning a lot.